Hi, it's me Vamp, and welcome back to Vamp Plays. Now, we did a video earlier today about Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths. Here's a small spoiler rundown of the cards. I thought I would just give you guys a spoiler thing. This isn't all the cards as far as I know, but this is some of the cards. I'm going to let you guys know what I think about these cards in general. So, without further ado, let's actually first make this a little bit bigger so we can properly see all of the card effects and whatnot. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. We have Bio Quartz Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla. It's a legendary creature, a nightmare beast, elemental. Okay, interesting. Its mutate is 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 then looks like green or blue, then 2 green. That's what it looks like. It has trample. You may cast Borg's Apex forever from your graveyard using its mutate ability. Now, I'm sure we'll run into this somewhere here. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe we just haven't been. Okay, it looks like we haven't seen that card yet. So maybe it will be here in the future. 6/6, 5 cost for a 6/6 trample with an ability for a card we haven't seen yet. That's a bit questionable, I'll admit. So let's continue. Shall we? Snapdax. I'm probably going to mispronounce all of these. Just keep that in mind. Snapdax, Apex of the Hunt. Its mutate cost looks like 2, then either red or 2 colorless, either red or black, and 2 plains mana. So basically, mutate is a new mechanic in the game. I mentioned this last video, but mutate is a new mechanic in the game. You can either pay its mutate cost to put it above or below a creature, and what will happen is, well, it has to be a non-human creature. What will happen is that creature will gain the abilities of every card that's mutated under it, and the top creature is what power and toughness you go by. So, and this has double strike, and whenever this creature mutates, it deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and you gain 4 life. Okay. And then we have Vadrak, Apex of Thunder. Okay, its mutate is 1 colorless, a blue or red, it looks like. No, a blue or plains, and 2 red mana. Red colorless. Where is my head right now? Okay, flying first strike. Whenever this creature mutates, you may cast target non-creature with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Now, if you could somehow give the creature hexproof, I'm sure there's some monster out there with hexproof that you could Oh, you know what? All these cards mutate. So let's say you'll have a 1/1, right? And you could just give the 1/1. The 1/1 had hexproof. You could just mutate under all the 1/1s, right? And then it would get all the abilities, right? In theory, I don't know yet, but I'm super excited for that idea. Okay, Godzilla, King of the Monster. Its name is Zanara Strength Incarnate, but you know, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Okay. So, anyway, trample lethal damage dealt to creatures you control is determined by their power rather than their toughness. So if you have a creature that's like a 3/2, you know, 3 will decide if it gets destroyed or not. So that's pretty cool. That's fairly cool. Fairly cool. It's a legendary creature. That look like all of these up here that we talked about so far, legendary creatures. Now let's look at Luminous Broodmoth. Broodmoth. Flying, it's an insect. Whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter on it. Now, these are the new counter mechanics that I mentioned in the last video. You can put counters on your creatures to give them, you know, different abilities. They're trample counted, flying counted. I'm assuming that haste counted somewhere out there. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. And then we have Vivienne, Monster Advocate. We actually talked about her a bit in the last video too, but here, I'll go over her real quick. You may look at the top card of your library. At any time, you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Her +1 is create a 3/3 green beast token. Put your choice of vigilance counter, reach counter, or trample counter on it. That's a very good +1. Her -2 is when you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lower converted mana cost and put it on the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Now this is good because this means that say you have say you put a creature that costs 5, you can just bring out a 4 or lower creature for free, if I'm understanding that right. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm misunderstanding. Now we have Luca, Coppercoat Outcast. +1 ability, exile the top card of your library. Creature cards exiled this way gain. You may cast this card from exile along with your control a Luca Planeswalker. It's -2, exile target creature you control, then reveal from the top of your library. Reveal the top of your library. Let's see, until you reveal a creature card that would higher convert to, let's see, that would higher convert mana cost. Put it into the battlefield and then put the rest on the bottom of your library. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool indeed, actually. I think it's pretty cool because it lets you, basically what it's saying is you can exile a creature you have, then put a creature with a converted mana cost, higher converted mana cost, onto the battlefield. So that's pretty cool. It's like an instant upgrade thing. It's a way to sort of cheat stuff out, if you think about it. So that's pretty cool. And you're just exiling that one card. The rest of your cards will still go on the bottom of your library. So it's not like you're milling your deck. And then the last ability, -7. Each creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each opponent. So that could be like killer for them right there. Say you'll have like an army of 1/1s or something out, and you'll have like say 50 to 100 1/1s. You just get that all the way to its ultimate ability, and then just kill the opponent. And okay. And now we have Peruga, the Macrosage. Like I said, probably mispronounced all of it. It's a dinosaur hippo, legendary creature. It's a companion creature. Now, this is also a new mechanic, but this is our first time hearing about, this is the only one, as far as I know, that we got actually revealed. Okay, that one here, as I mentioned it. But anyway, back to the dinosaur hippo. Your starting deck contains only mana cards with only cards with converted mana cards 3 or greater and land. So basically, if you have high-powered creatures, you'd start with him basically in his own separate pile thing that you'll be able to cast him sooner or later. When he enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with converted mana cost 3 or greater. So it doesn't say non-land, but it doesn't need to because lands don't have a converted mana cost. So that's fairly cool. That's fairly cool. It could be very good for late game. So you'll have like 3 or 4 creatures out. You can draw 3 or 4 cards. Because remember, in this deck, you're only going to have cards with converted mana cost 3 or greater anyway. So now we now let's see Luna. Luna? I don't know. Apex of Wishes. They're really going with the whole Apex theme here. So we'll see what happens here with that. Of course, it has a mutate cost of 3 colorless. You can either pay a mountain or a forest and 2 islands. It has flying, trample, and whenever this card mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land permanent card. Put that card onto the battlefield or into your hand. Okay, you know what? That's actually not too shabby, I guess. I mean, it's not the best mutate effect, but if I'm understanding mutates right, then they just keep getting effects and effects and effects. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. I'm hoping I understand mutates right. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm misunderstanding everything. Now, let's get to Dorat, the perfect pet. Flying Haste, it's a fairy dragon. It costs 2 to play, 1 blue, 1 mountain. Okay, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Sprite Dragon. It says on Sprite Dragon. Oh, this is Sprite Dragon. Okay, because see, a lot of the creatures have like a big fancy title above, then their real name down below. Oh, okay, that's what this one has. I just realized that. I just realized that. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, now we are going to Kenneth Rex. He had cycling. Cycling is, like it says, pay a cycling cost so you can discard it and draw a new card. When you cycle, okay, put a trample counter on target creature you control. So he can be used as a beefy creature, but you can also cycle him, draw a card, and put a counter, trample counter, on any creature you control. That's pretty cool. I'll admit, that's pretty cool. Okay, and now we have Amoy the Collector. He's a companion. He's an ooze. Interesting. Companion, each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. If this card is your chosen companion, you may cast it once from outside of the game. Okay, so each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. So, right, each non-land card shares. Oh, okay, so these are card types, right? So, that means, like, I don't understand. Let me know in the comment section below, because right now it's escaping me. I don't understand. Okay. Whenever this creature mutates, other creatures you control get +X till end of the turn, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. That's okay. I mean, its mutate cost is only 3, so it's definitely worth it to mutate over summoning it regularly, but it's always good to have the option to summon it regularly. Now, let's go to Anguirus Matador Belandio. He also has a different name. Let's see, I cannot read that at all. I'm pretty sure it's not in English. I cannot read that at all. Okay. He's a 4/4, cost 4 to play. That's all I know. Okay. Moving on. Grim Dancer. He's a nightmare creature. Grim Dancer enters the battlefield with your choice of 2 different counters on it from among Menace, Death Touch, and Lifelink. So you can give it a Lifelink counter and a Menace counter, or Death Touch and Lifelink, or a 3 for a 3/3, and you get counted. Okay, that's pretty cool actually. That's pretty good. Okay. Whenever, that only costs 1 to play. Whenever that creature mutates, target creature an opponent controls gets -2 till end of turn. Okay, so this is a creature, it's a nightmare snake, it wants to be mutated. Okay, next, cut 2 to play, human wizard. Whenever you cycle another card, deals 1 damage to each opponent. And cycling 1, discard to draw another card. So you could build a cycling deck and burn the opponent via cycling. So that's pretty cool. Counter target creature spell, okay. Poliwag symbiote. He's a frog. Each creature spell you cast costs 1 less to cast if it has mutate. Whenever you cast a creature spell, if it has mutate, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay. Fully grown. Target creature gets +3/+3 till end of turn. Put a trample counter on it. It doesn't say only put a trample counter on till end of the turn. It just said put a trample counter on it. So that's pretty cool, actually. Okay, we're reaching the bottom here. Sorry this video taking so long. I just want to go over with you guys everything that I found so far. Moscow Garek, Vigilant, 2/4, cost 3 to play. And I don't usually like creatures without abilities, honestly, so I might take a hard pass on that. Now this creature costs 5 to play. He better be good. Okay. Whenever he had a mutate cost of 4, he had reach. Whenever this creature mutates, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. That's not a bad ability. Maybe mutate it, I don't know. Okay, next companion. Cost 6 to play. If your starting deck contains your starting deck contains only cards with even converted mana cost. He becomes your companion. Okay, and when he entered the battlefield, each player put the top 4 cards of the library into their graveyard, put a creature card with an even converted mana cost from among those cards onto the battlefield under your wait, it said from among those cards, so it could be the opponent's cards as well. It just has to be an even converted mana cost. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm already imagining combining this with Thassa, from Thoros pack, Thoros Beyond Death, and that would be brilliant. Just for real. Okay, getting too excited here. Okay, another companion. Lottery the Spell Chaser Elemental. Each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. Okay, so that means you can only have one of every card, basically. So this is basically like ideal for a commander deck, maybe. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Okay. Flash, when it entered the battlefield, if you cast it, let's see. If you cast it, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control, you may choose new. Oh, okay. So if when it entered the battlefield, if you cast it, so basically if you cast a spell at the same time, then you cast a spell, then you flash this, you get to choose a new target for the spell. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a double spell type thing. So that's nice. Pacifism is a reprint brought up to this format. Okay, fine, whatever. I get it used against me a lot when I do arena battles, so yeah. Okay, and then we have Bristling Boar. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. Okay, fine. We have this Gloom Hegon, Nightmare. And then we have a Nightmare Horror. Death Touch. It has cycling if you're rather. When you cycle, put a Death Touch counter on target creature. Ooh. This will probably be in one of my decks for the specific cycling thing that I could put a Death Touch counter on target creature I control. I mean, an 8 for an 8/8 might be okay late game if I have literally no other options, but it might be better to cycle than give one of my creatures Death Touch. That would be pretty cool, actually. So, yeah, that's all that we have been given right now. Tell me what you guys think of this set so far. Sorry the video has lasted so long. But with that said, I'll catch you guys in the future. Later.